Important alert. You are about to be hospitalized in the next 2 days because, my dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Heavenly Messenger proclaims, crucial announcement. You are about to be hospitalized in the next 2 days because he poured this into your life, and your body, mind, and spirit cannot carry the weight of the energy any longer without full divine intervention. This is not something you should ignore. The angels have been sent ahead. Archangel Michael is standing beside you with unsheathed sword. The moment you open this message, you are stepping into a spiritual emergency room. Do not delay. Do not minimize what you're sensing. Heaven is not quiet anymore. God is raising his voice now because too many signs have been sent and dismissed. This is a last attempt to warn you, to protect you, to save you from what they tried to orchestrate behind your back. Your name came up in a dark place last week, and you don't even care. Now a meeting took place. Silent aspirations were unveiled. They spoke with unwavering confidence, unaware that every utterance was being noted in the celestial realm. They spoke of your existence as if you were merely a piece in their grand design. But what they failed to realize was that a divine force had already enveloped your essence in a shield of unwavering guardianship. They attempted to place obstacles in your way, things not of divine origin. A treacherous allure masked as promise, a divine gift shrouded in treachery. And they believed you would partake in it. They believed you would consume it and crumble beneath its burden. But the divine presence declares, I intervened before you laid a hand on it. I shielded the injury before it could reveal itself. And now I am warning you before they strike once more. There exists a presence anticipating your downfall. A woman whose words have woven a delicate yet dangerous charm. She stood by your side as a true companion. She graced you with a smile. She offered her devotion before you, yet ridiculed you behind closed doors. She seized the insights you offered in your openness and crafted snares from them. And now the divine is revealing her true nature. This woman was never dispatched by him. She was dispatched to observe you, to replicate your actions, to trace the rhythms of your existence and reflect them in her own, to bewilder those in your vicinity. And in her ultimate act, she infused something into a dialogue, a circumstance, an atmosphere that has awakened a profound ailment within your being. Your energy has transformed for a reason. Your chest has felt burdened for a reason. You find yourself stirring in the depths of night, a mystery lingering in the air, leaving you puzzled and awake. The atmosphere transformed as she infused it with a malevolent essence. Your body is sending you a message. If you choose to ignore me now, the next time you hear my voice, it may be in a place of healing. That is not the place I desire to encounter you. Your journey is meant to start elsewhere. Your strength is meant to manifest elsewhere. Yet, should you continue to overlook the strain, the signals, the fatigue that defies the ordinary, the physical world will inevitably react. Your physical form may be bound, yet your essence knows no end. Your essence is yearning to express what your intellect continues to overlook. Someone you held in high regard has tainted your spirit. But now a sacred cleansing is commencing. She is erasing her essence from your very being. Indeed, the withdrawal will be felt profoundly. Indeed, you will sense a force drawing from your heart, for it truly is. Yet it lacks the essence of love. It is not devotion. It is a form of restraint. It's a masterful orchestration. It is chaos, and it must be eradicated immediately. She was able to get that close solely because she reflected your language. She spoke with divine authority. She spoke with celestial eloquence. She once shed tears in your presence. Yet, tears do not validate reality, and not every prayer carries divine significance. Some individuals utter brilliance while harboring shadows. Some souls drift into your existence, tapping softly at the threshold, unaware that the divine never bestowed upon them the means to enter. Yet you did. You granted her entry to realms where she was never meant to tread. And that is not your doing. Your trust was born. And from love, you bestowed because it was your very nature to bestow. But now you are called to reclaim your strength because what was infused into your realm through her cannot remain. It is perilous, cannot be seen, yet it is not everlasting. And the divine realm is unleashing its might against it at this very moment. Your emotions might be stirred as you read this. That is not a lack of strength. Your essence recalls the reality, for within you, the truth resonates profoundly. You felt the purity of her intentions was questionable, yet you were reluctant to accept that truth. You sought to extend grace and understanding. You sought to illuminate her shadows with your affection. But what if she sought the shadows? What if she sought to possess your essence, rather than merely your companionship? What if she was not meant to accompany you, but rather to take your task away? That's what is being revealed now. That is the message being conveyed to you as the next 48 hours hold great significance. A transformation is underway. A choice shall be determined. And if you are not in position, you may miss the door that is being opened for you. The hospitalization has not yet manifested in the physical realm. However, if you fail to purify what has been introduced, the body will inevitably reveal signs of distress. Some are experiencing inexplicable headaches, unshakable fatigue, racing thoughts in the stillness of night, tightness in the shoulders, fleeting breath, and emotions that rise and fall without reason. This transcends mere medical matters. This is divine first, and the origin of it all started with a woman who desired your glory yet failed to grasp your burden. She sought the brilliance of your approval, yet shied away from the suffering it entailed. Thus, she shaped an incarnation of herself that could linger by your side just long enough to sow the seeds. Fleeting uncertainties, fragments of fatigue, fragments of doubt. But how the divine force is uprooting them all. You possess great strength. You are whole. You are blessed. You face opposition due to your divine purpose. Yet the assailant has now been revealed. This woman, this deceptive guide, this bearer of illusion, her purpose has crumbled. Her access is being taken away. The keys she possessed are consumed by the flames of celestial retribution. Yet your involvement is essential. Embrace the healing with unwavering conviction. You must distance ourself from her aura. Even if she hasn't made her intentions clear, even if it's merely an intuition, have faith in your inner self. I have set a signal within you. Cease your indulgence in the snooze button's allure. What is leaving your life is not a form of retribution. It is the act of getting ready. You stand at the threshold of a magnificent new journey. A sanctuary where your well-being, your thoughts, your essence, and your mission shall find peace and protection. You have borne an immense weight. You have borne an immense burden in pursuit of tranquility. But that shall be the end. The divine beings are clearing your way. Indeed, this implies that certain individuals may find themselves perplexed by your lack of presence. Some might even claim that you have transformed. Yet that is the essence. You were destined to break free from their deceptions. Your destiny was to flourish. You were destined to ascend. Your purpose was to bring restoration. The upcoming G-days might carry an unusual aura. A message from her may come your way. Whispers may circulate regarding your essence. One might sense the allure of returning to familiar ways. Refrain from replying. Do not return. This is a trial. The adversary is acutely aware that his time is fleeting. He finds himself in a state of desperation, yet your triumph looms nearer than it has ever been. And if you can simply endure, if you can truly embrace this message, if you can affirm the purification, then the time spent in care will transform into a divine encounter instead. You shall not require a place of healing. You shall possess a seat of power. You shall not require a healer. The healer shall be yours. Your suffering requires no explanation. It will be wiped away. And all those who observed your trials in quietude will behold your magnificent resurgence. Yet it commences in this instant with this profound realization. This is your final moment to prepare. The same celestial force that guided you to this message continues to resonate. Do not allow fear to triumph. Do not allow reason to sway you from the truths your soul understands. You are being granted insight into knowledge that is beyond the reach of the ordinary. You have been chosen for redemption, and that signifies that all that is concealed shall be revealed. The woman stands revealed. The scheme has faltered. The toxin is being expelled. It is time for you to make your decision. Will you continue to act as if your emotions are not present? Or will you at last descend to the realm of warriors that destiny has always recognized you belong to? All that surrounds you is transforming. You shall behold it. The anticipated phone call shall be postponed for safeguarding purposes. The individual who frequently occupies your thoughts will distance themselves by a higher purpose. The chance that seemed ideal will abruptly lose its clarity, for it was never genuine. This is all a divine transformation. Embrace it fully. Do not plead for what is departing. Do not grieve over what is being taken away. He is preparing the way for your extraordinary transformation, and the wonder shall not endure in tainted ground. If you wish to express your gratitude or support, you have the option to offer a super thanks of up to $100. This moment is destined for you. You are being summoned. The divine essence is flowing into you at this moment. Not toxicity, not chaos, but strength, Damen. Ion, insight, restoration. This is the new manifestation. This is the celestial transaction. The one who infused you with deceitful vigor is now being succeeded by divine support. You shall not walk this path in solitude. The celestial beings have been sent forth. Archangel Raphael has united with Michael. Restoration is unfolding before us. Your slumber shall transform. Your hunger will find its balance. Your mind will be illuminated. The mist is parting. You are beyond the events hat have shaped you. You transcend the utterances of others. Your worth is not defined by her perspective. You are not what the adversary anticipates. You are a masterpiece of divine creation, meticulously crafted, safeguarded, selected, consecrated, designated, enveloped, and favored. From this moment forward, it shall be revealed to you. The evidence shall arrive swiftly. The message served as the warning. The transformation is the affirmation. Your affirmation unlocks all possibility. Yes, the hour has transformed. 3 hours have elapsed. And now the divine reveals that the trap has been set off, but not aimed at you. For your obedience, for your attentiveness, for your vision. Even when your heart pleaded for ignorance, the divine presence intervened, and you remained steadfast. You held your feelings at bay just long enough for the essence to protect you. And now the very snare crafted for you has ensnared the one who devised it. The hunter finds herself ensnared in her own trap. The deceiver is suffocating in her own falsehood. The deceitful sibling, the enchanting deceiver, the honeyed venom. She stands revealed. You stand strong without the need for defense. There is no need for contention. No need for explanations. Her revelation will be unveiled to all. Not because of a desire for disgrace, but because he will never permit hidden treachery to ruin the life of the one he has chosen. Behold, the ultimate Creator declares, I am the beginning and the end. No pretender shall alter your destiny. She endeavored to tread the path of your grace, yet such grace cannot be bestowed through mere mimicry. It emerges from a state of innocence, untouched by the burdens you bear. She sought to quench her thirst from a source that was never meant for her. And now the well has turned its back on her. Her entry is forbidden. Her authority has been stripped away. Her illusion of power is disintegrating. She will attempt to portray herself as the wronged party now. She shall weep before the gaze of others. She will declare that you have transformed. She will distort reality and claim you forsook her. But the divine will stand as your witness. And all who attempt to assess you through her sorrow will inevitably sense the truth resonate within their very essence. Her tears do not signify remorse. They reveal the truth. Her suffering does not stem from your denial. It stems from the depletion of your essence, your vitality, You are brilliance. You were her divine energy. She was drawing strength from your harmony. And now that you've taken it away, she is left in a state of spiritual deprivation. Do not return. Do not feel sorry for her. Do not save her from the suffering that her own essence has brought forth. Your actions were not harsh. You were obedient. Your actions were selfless. You have been selected. And now the celestial realms are in motion. God says, because you stayed out of the trap, because why? Oh, you allowed me to be God, because you didn't seek revenge or respond in flesh. I am releasing what was held up. Prepare yourselves, for the transformation is upon us. The divine favor that was momentarily halted is now abundantly streaming forth once more. The long-awaited favor is now swiftly unfolding. The assurances that once hovered in the ether are now gracefully entering your existence. What was poised for your submission is now being revealed. You believed you lost something when you released her, but the divine reveals you created room for new beginnings. And I eternally occupy space with magnificence. I always give back more than I receive. Behold the unfolding of events. The one who sought to usurp your position will witness your ascent. She will dwell in spaces where your name is exalted. She may attempt to replicate your actions, yet none will sense the essence within her, for mere imitation cannot substitute for true blessing. She donned your language as if it were a divine veil, but the divine is now transforming your voice into a powerful trumpet. And when you utter your next words, shackles will shatter. Souls will weep, wounds will mend, for your voice resonates with the divine. Now free from deceptive alignment. This is your ascendance. This is your ascendance. This is your celestial emergence. You stand revealed now. You have transcended the wilderness. You have transcended doubt about your identity. You are cherished beyond measure. You are under Michael's divine guardianship. You are the utmost focus of divine attention. And no adversary, no envious soul, no deceitful companion, no inherited burden will hinder the greatness that awaits you in your journey ahead. Prepare to be astounded by the rapidity of change. In a matter of days, messages shall come forth. Individuals shall express remorse. Opportunities that slipped away shall find their way back. Wealth shall pour forth. Visions shall rise anew. Your body, will feel as if it has transcended weight itself. You are ascending to a realm both ethereal and tangible, one that is beyond your previous experience. Yet it carries a weight of duty. This time you must safeguard your brilliance. Do not permit the return of familiar phantoms in new forms. The adversary transforms appearances, yet your perception has reached new heights. Heed the whispers of your dreams. Now revelations shall abound. You will begin to understand truths that transcend PR. Oof, that's a celestial vision. It's a heightened awareness. Your essence is finally being set free. The woman's energy obscured your intuition, yet a divine force has purified your surroundings. You shall experience the gentle breeze of tranquility. You will experience a bliss that transcends understanding. Such is the consequence that follows devotion. Such is the fate that befalls those who set their snares in vain. That is the consequence when the facade is lifted. Release her. Really. Se her name. Release the tale. There is no need for you to grasp it. Something divine is already crafting the next chapter. And in this next tale, you enter spaces you never sought out. You occupy places that were not earned through struggle. You receive gifts that were destined for you, even if you didn't work for them. Because grace transcends worthiness. It's about harmony. And now you are in perfect harmony. The trap was undeniable. The moment was paramount, yet you had faith. And now you are protected. Not merely secure, but revered, distinguished, enveloped, shielded, exalted, and profoundly, profoundly cherished. Never question this again. You are destined for greatness, and from this moment on, no scheme devised against you will succeed again. If you have faith, express your affirmation, divine presence. This moment is meant for you. This is your ultimate alert before an invisible force seeks to disrupt your existence in the coming 2 days. I have urgently summoned a celestial being to your side, and he has been striving to capture your attention because an unwelcome presence has infiltrated your life, your body, your space, or your spirit. Neglect this moment at your peril, for you might find yourself in a hospital bed, questioning why the warnings were not clearer. Yet I have, and I am undertaking it once more at this moment. This is not meant to instill fear in you. This is to ready you, to safeguard you, to envelop you, for you are never solitary. Archangel Michael proclaims, "You are under vigilant observation from the heavens. The divine realm has already witnessed what another sought to conceal. The divine has witnessed the unseen force at work, the act that masqueraded as benevolence. The instant another soul approached your sustenance, your elixir, your essence, and let something fall into that sacred space, not merely in the physical realm, but in the spiritual one as well. They accomplished it with a radiant smile. They accomplished it under the guise of concern. They shared laughter in your presence. Yet their mirth was never meant for your sake. Your body has been experiencing unusual sensations for a purpose. Your thoughts have been obscured. Your heart bears a weight that seems unfounded. There exists a cause for why slumber has ceased to embody rejuvenation, and tranquility now resembles a weight rather than solace. It is due to the essence that was unleashed, intended to bewilder, control, and inflict damage. Yet you shall not be making your way to the hospital. You were destined for that journey. The divine realm witnessed the path unfold. The celestial beings observed the days aligning, the signs intensifying, the mechanisms decelerating. But that is why a higher power intervened in your journey with this message. For when you embrace your true self, when you raise your voice in fervent supplication, when you trust with every ounce of your spirit that he can dismantle this sinister scheme, you will not merely evade this snare, you will ascend to heights unimaginable. What was intended to bring you down will transform into the force that lifts you higher. They infused your existence with shadows, envious of the brilliance your radiance was achieving. Your calling is unstoppable. They were powerless to hinder your divine purpose. Thus they sought to taint it, but they underestimated the divine presence that accompanies you. They overlooked that when one is destined for greatness, no poison, no energy, no scheme, no curse, no mishap can hinder their path. Divine proclamation. I have enveloped your name in my sacred flame. Your destiny is now bound by my will. I have observed each and every move you made, and I will not allow this assault to prevail. But I require your full focus at this moment, for your restoration, your transformation, your resurgence. It starts with your consciousness. The mighty Archangel Michael is heralding a call to acti. He is stirring your essence to life at this very moment. That uneasiness you feel, that sudden chill in your skin, that's not fear. That's the essence igniting your insight. That's a divine presence reaching into your spirit, urging you to be vigilant, not fearful, vigilant. You shall not perish. Yet you were gliding into shadows, unaware of the descent. And now you stand at the threshold of transformation, empowered to dismiss what has been imposed upon you, to decree that which has entered your life must depart in the name of Jesus, to summon healing, clarity, strength, and divine restoration. The time has not yet passed. Their attempts to bring you down have unleashed forces they cannot comprehend. They stirred a domain of celestial guardianship that they were wholly unready to confront. Because the divine realm does not remain quiet when one of its own is in peril. Celestial beings remain ever vigilant. They remain unwavering. They pay attention. The instant that Essence graced your existence, your nourishment, your surroundings, your being. The divine took notice. All secrets shall come to light. All that is concealed shall ultimately be revealed. This is your moment to cast aside what has been imposed upon you. This is your moment to purify your surroundings, your mind, your nourishment, your essence, not merely in body but in spirit. The actions taken against you were not solely intended to inflict pain. It was destined to transform your destiny, to shatter your belief, to rob you of your assurance. But the divine declares you are being restored right now. Divine forces are orchestrating a sacred transformation. All that has come into your existence without your approval, whether in spirit or in body, is being purged by the divine force of sacred sacrifice. Your form shall start to transform. Your thoughts shall find clarity. Your vitality shall be restored. You are emerging from the shadows of suffering and into the light of restoration. This is the ultimate truth. This is the present moment. You have a mere 48 hours before this takes shape completely. 2 days prior, the body begins to reveal signs that will lead you to an unforeseen fate, but the divine will intervene. All that is requested is your obedience, your prayers, the anointing of your head with oil, the speaking of life into your very being, and a cleansing that goes beyond mere sustenance. Cleanse yourself from discussions that deplete your energy, thoughts that are tainting your tranquility, individuals who wear a grin yet harbor disdain for your existence. You are above their energy. My presence is essential. This moment is your divine transformation. The divine is reaching out with grace. Will you take hold of it? Should you disregard this caution, the coming 48 hours could plunge you into a domain of suffering and disarray. Yet, should you embrace this moment with utmost sincerity, should you shut your eyes and call out why? To fervor, should you purify your surroundings with devotion and belief, should you speak forth and banish every unwelcome presence from your existence, then what was destined for despair shall never breach the sanctity of your abode. I have witnessed all that I need to. I have been patient for an eternity. I have witnessed them test you repeatedly. I have sensed the murmurs. I have witnessed the hidden signals, the force they directed towards you. I have perceived the opportunity. I have observed the orchestration. But this is where it concludes. You are mine to command. And no one, no adversary, no ally turned rival, no envious onlooker has the authority to lay a hand on what I have consecrated. There exists a truth beyond their understanding. They believed you were just like everyone else, yet you were destined for greatness even before you took your first breath. They believed your conviction was fragile, yet they failed to recognize the promise that has been established. For your existence, you are extraordinary. You bear a sacred mission. And that is the reason they sought to unleash something lethal upon your journey. But what they intended to ruin you, the divine is now releasing as a testament. You shall not face hospitalization. You shall rise again. You shall stand strong. You shall ascend. You shall not stumble. You will radiate brilliance. Divine forces are infusing your being with healing energy as you absorb these words. Radiance flows rough your very essence. Your stomach shall find its peace. Your thoughts will come to a gentle pause. The mist shall clear. What they sought to awaken within you is being silenced by the divine at this very moment. You are shielded. You are shielded. Embrace this moment with the utmost reverence. Proclaim with clarity. I cast away all negativity, whether it be physical or spiritual, that has entered my being, my environment, my realm. I invoke the divine protection over my existence. I decree that all impurities shall depart. I am enveloped. I am secure. I am restored, and no force set against me shall succeed. Repeat it once more. Let the divine realm listen to your voice. Let the depths quake, for you shall not be defeated. You shall not be confined to a hospital. You are not the one to be pitied. You are the embodiment of truth. You were filled to the brim. Indeed, but now the divine is casting away all that is unworthy, and in return he is bestowing upon you immense strength, bravery, tranquility, vigor, life force, renewal strength. You possess great strength. You are ascending, and when you reflect on these 2 days, you will not find yourself confined to a hospital bed. You will find yourself atop a great peak, exalting the one who delivered you just when you needed it most. You are protected. Your presence is acknowledged. You are protected. Divine timing is always perfect. He arrives with perfect precision.